So you're thinking about moving to Coeur d'Alene, Idaho, and you're wondering if homelessness is tearing apart the fabric of this great city, just like damn near every other city in America? Well, if that question is keeping you up at night, you are in the right spot. In this video, I'm going to talk about the homeless situation here in North Idaho and Coeur d'Alene. I'm going to take you into the darkest, deepest alley that I can find in town, and we'll see what's lurking there together. All right, let's go check it out. Hey, if this is your first time to the channel, be sure to subscribe. On a side note, I know there are a lot of people out there watching our videos and enjoying the content that have not subscribed, so do me a favor. It really helps our business so we can keep these amazing videos coming to you guys if you just hit that subscribe button. Not a big ask on your end, but a huge help for us on this end. And while you're at it, tap that notifications bell so you can be the first to learn about the current market conditions here in North Idaho. My name is Seth. I'm a former police officer. I work with my lovely and talented wife, Kristen, and we get calls, texts, and emails all the time from people just like you trying to learn more information about this area. So whether you're looking to move right now or 12 months from now, give us a call, text, or email. We would love to help you make that smooth move right here to North Idaho. Talking about homelessness is a really delicate topic, and I'm not known for being delicate. However, I thought it was important that I dive into this because we get this question all the time. Are there homeless people in Coeur d'Alene? Short answer, no. There's a lot of reasons why, and I'm going to break them down for you in this video. People often tell us that there are no homeless here because of the weather. Good point. It does get cold in the winter. However, I can prove that theory wrong just based on Spokane, which is a city in Washington about 30 miles away. Spokane is a much larger city. I get that. However, it's completely overrun with homeless people. It has the same weather patterns, yet way more homeless people. So clearly weather is not the answer. North Idaho in general has about 150 total homeless population, and over half of them are sheltered. So there are very few in North Idaho as a whole, which is impressive. Do you see this thing right here, guys? Some of you might not know what this is. This is called a bench. And believe it or not, these are actually made for sitting and looking at things and not for sleeping. So I just wanted to point that out. There are thousands of benches in Coeur d'Alene, just like this one, that you could sit on. You would think that 14 years as a cop made me a jaded person, and it did. However, I do still have a kind heart, and I think it's important to take care of people that cannot take care of themselves. Coeur d'Alene has a ton of homeless services, and that is one of the issues, or one of the things that helps make this city clean and wonderful. Some of those services are United Gospel Mission. They do a great job taking people off the street. Heritage Health Homeless Program, Family Promise of North Idaho, and St. Vincent de Paul of North Idaho. So those are some of the big ones. There are many churches in town that do a lot of great things for people and help people get back on their feet. One of the things that I've heard is a lot of these missions here, they are very strict about drug and alcohol use to get into the program. So that's not like that everywhere. If you go to some of these other big cities, they're giving out free needles. They're doing all of this. So to get in the services here, you need to be clean. And that's going to keep a lot of people out. They may not want to stick around. So they'll jump over the border to Washington where they can get free needles and things like that. You're not going to get that in Idaho. This is one of my favorite spots in the city. We are right in downtown Coeur d'Alene at McEwen Park. This is a law enforcement memorial for Sergeant Greg Moore, killed in the line of duty. How many cities in America could you have a law enforcement memorial downtown that isn't completely desecrated with graffiti and trash? Look at that, it's gorgeous. All right, still in McEwen Park, I just wanted to point out acres and acres of grass and forests, not a tent to be seen. Isn't that a beautiful thing? Right here in downtown Coeur d'Alene. So you're probably asking yourself, how is this possible? How does Coeur d'Alene stay so clean? I will tell you the answer. It is because of the police department has the authority to enforce the law here in Idaho, unlike a lot of other states at this point. And that's a beautiful thing. Downtown Coeur d'Alene has some government codes that prohibit camping in public spaces. This is a public space. There's no camping here. And that's why Coeur d'Alene Police Department does a great job of keeping people out of here and getting them the services that they need if they need them. Otherwise, they hit the road and head over the border. I promised you the shadiest alley that I could find in Coeur d'Alene, and I think I found it, and honestly, it's kind of disappointing. It's super clean, like shockingly clean, and there's nobody back here. So I talked about how it's illegal in downtown to camp. So it's illegal to sleep out here anywhere. It's illegal to wash yourself in any public place for hygiene purposes. So any of these things, any of these activities that normally where you would find homeless people doing that, it's illegal to do that in Coeur d'Alene. So the police department responds to that and deals with it appropriately, often finding those people shelter or moving them on their way, and they find somewhere else to be. But this is about as shady as it gets. I have and would literally walk down any of these alleys at any time of day or night without fear for my safety. That's a beautiful thing. All right, I'm walking down the alley behind the parking garage here in downtown Coeur d'Alene, and as we all know, parking garages and crime go hand in hand. However, I'm having a hard time finding any, so here we are in another alley in Coeur d'Alene. No homeless, really no graffiti, no trash, super clean again. Crazy. Well, hopefully I answered that burning question, does downtown Coeur d'Alene have a homeless problem? The answer is obviously no, and we would like to keep it that way. So please, as a reminder, if you're moving here from another state, leave the politics behind, come here for the beauty that is this place, and enjoy it like all of the rest of us, and please don't change a thing. Thanks again, guys, for joining us. And remember, if you're looking to move right now or 12 months from now, give us a call, text, or email. We would love to help you make that smooth move right here to North Idaho.